A single name missing from a glossy list can sting more than a palace reprimand, and tonight that silent omission, Harry and Meghan erased from Time's new Philanthropy Power Index while William and Catherine sail in, sets the stage for a fresh round of royal one-upmanship that could alter both couples' global clout. It matters because modern monarchy now trades on measurable impact, not inherited mystique, and corporate gatekeepers from Silicon Valley to Doha scan those league tables before wiring seven-figure grants or greenlighting documentaries, so a public downgrade for the Sussexes risks shrinking their negotiating weight just as the Waleses showcase a nationwide community revival blueprint that Fortune 500 chiefs are already calling the gold standard of soft power venture philanthropy. The story unfurls at dawn when an embargoed copy of Time 100 Philanthropy 2025 lands in Kensington and Montecito inboxes 90 seconds apart. William's private secretary raises an eyebrow, then sends a discreet thumbs-up GIF to Catherine, while 8 time zones west a junior Archewell aide blurts "We're not on it" across an open-plan office, prompting what one source calls 5 minutes of stunned slack silence. Within the hour, London tabloids roar that William and Kate headline the innovators list, praised for modernising royal giving by moving from ribbon-cutting to measurable impact grants. They are bracketed with Oprah Winfrey, Melinda French Gates, and David Beckham, who tweets a quick well-deserved mate emoji chain. Meanwhile, the Sussex column is blank, prompting speculation that Times editors tired of celebrity tell-alls and weighted raw charity metrics instead. Data multiplies fast. Bloomberg notes Earthshot's latest winner secured £60 million in co-investment after William's pitch, while Catherine's Shaping Us Early Years coalition signs a 2030 target, with 3 FTSE giants. Telegraph crunches numbers showing Archewell's grant outflow last year fell to $1.2 million. Against speaking fee income of $9 million, social media sentiment trackers record a 68% positivity spike for #Wales Impact and a 44% negativity swell for #Sussex Snub in under 6 hours. Rumor engines roar louder. One PR newsletter claims Meghan's new Hollywood agency bid $250,000 for exclusive coverage, only to discover Time had already finalized copy with no space for self-submitted profiles. Another alleges an unnamed palace aide quietly furnished editors with internal royal Foundation audit sheets displaying carbon offset metrics that dazzled the judging panel. Skeptics on Royal Watch TikTok insist a shadow Buckingham lobby steered the outcome to bruise the Montecito brand. Yet a leaked email from Time's philanthropy desk flatly states criteria weighted live project scalability over aspirational statements. Inside Windsor, courtiers savor vindication after 18 months of being cast as outmoded gatekeepers. Charles, recuperating from cancer immunotherapy, is briefed over chamomile tea and reportedly quips measured deeds, not Zoom speeches, will win the century. Camilla jokes about sending Time a thank you basket of Duchy biscuits. William meanwhile telephones his chief community impact officer to say greenlight phase 2, we ride this momentum. Across the Atlantic, Archewell damage control kicks off at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Meghan's comms director drafts a statement celebrating all changemakers recognized this year, yet amidst congratulations to William and Kate, a Netflix consultant urges releasing trailer footage of the couple meeting Nigeria's polio workers next month to prove ongoing fieldwork. Spotify executives float a mental health miniseries, but internal memos worry advertisers now perceive Sussex philanthropy as narrative-heavy. Results light. Corporate finance reacts swiftly as San Jose VC postpones a planned $10 million partnership with Archewell until third-party validators improve. Board minutes later leak to Axios. Dior's fragrance team debates shelving a Sussex ambassador campaign, fearing the perfume's ESG messaging clashes with the list exclusion. Stock rating AI picks up negative chatter and flags potential brand volatility, yet JP Morgan analysts counter that sympathy could boost US merchandise sales, predicting a short-term online shop spike of 12%. Behind closed doors, the brothers' rift widens further. Palace insiders claim William did privately contemplate sending Harry a congratulatory text for Invictus's 10th anniversary, but senior advisors advised against mixed messaging, especially while Privy Council lawyers finalized dormant title clauses limiting Her Royal Highness use for commercial ventures. A draft leak shows the clause may activate automatically if a royal's philanthropic efficiency score falls below benchmark levels. A detail commentators brand algorithmic aristocracy. Historians remind viewers this is not the first ranking to destabilize royalty. In 1860, the Times of London ranked Victoria's children by charitable visits, sparking jealousy from Prince Albert's elder sons. In 1994, the Prince's Trust overtook and saved the children on a donor impact Index leading to a cold 6-month standoff between siblings. Dynastic pride has always been measured in public service tallies but never before under the glare of real-time social analytics and quarterly CSR dashboards. Conspiracy theorists add spice. A well-followed Substack claims a disgruntled former Archewell staffer fed Time internal emails showing sluggish grant disbursement cycles. Another suggests BlackRock pressured the magazine after previewing Williams' plan to float community bond instruments rated AAA social. Cynics counter that Time coveted a fresh royal cover later this year and chose the heirs over the exiles to maximize global newsstand sales. The magazine declines comment beyond standard selection criteria. Not all reaction is tribal. Prominent Sussex supporter Serena Williams tweets lists come and go. Impact endures, racking up 80k likes, yet top reply reads impact is measurable. Lists reveal it. The Guardian editorial applauds Williams' data-driven philanthropy but warns monarchy must avoid venture capital morals, while the Washington Post op-ed accuses British tabloids of schadenfreude and reminds readers that Archewell funded Harvard Center for Tech and Social Change. Forbes splits the difference, rating Wales Foundation ROI at 7/10, Archewell 5/10, citing promise yet scale lag. Inside Kensington Strategy Suite staff paste fresh headlines on war room boards. Color coding sentiment green for favorable, amber for neutral, red for hostile. One red clipping from Rolling Stone asks whether Williams' impact crusade is stealth branding for his future Commonwealth reign and aid tax. Upper handwritten note: critics confirm relevance, keep shipping results. Williams' next move showcases momentum. He schedules a high-visibility visit to a derelict leisure centre in the Midlands earmarked for the first community Earthshot microbond. Catherine convenes a roundtable with Amazon Web Services to bolt AI analytics onto early years data sets. The Sun's royal correspondent witnesses them fist bump school volunteers and murmurs new era royals run like tech CEOs. Meanwhile, Harry prepares for his own headline, a Singapore Environmental Summit keynote where he will unveil a global veterans carbon core concept. Sources say he is furious that media will frame the launch as retaliation rather than innovation. Montecito aides debate whether to reference Time's snub directly. Their crisis advisor recommends a judo move. Praise Williams' inclusion as proof. Two branches pursue same moral North Star, yet a trusted friend texts the couple turning the other cheek. Still shows your jawline. Data storms keep swirling. Kantar tweets show #modern monarchy trending positive by midday, while #royal relevance registers a mixed bag. 38% of posters say the Sussex omission feels petty gatekeeping. 44% call it fair. Scorecard bookmakers adjust odds of William receiving a Nobel Peace nod before 2035 from 21 to 12/1, citing ramped philanthropy. Arc Spotify's share price ticks down 0.7% amid worries Sussex audio content may lose exclusivity. Sheen. More intrigue surfaces. A palace mole hints Charles personally phoned Time editor Sam Jacobs weeks earlier, providing childhood anecdotes about William's early conservation efforts, adding you must see the scale he dreams in now. Sussex supporters cry undue influence. Time sticks to its guns, stating editorial independence. Cambridge constitutional scholar Dr. Lena Fox notes monarchs lobbying media is historically routine, citing Edward VII's friendship with Northcliffe, but warns optics look murkier in the influencer era. Enter Princess and the royal family's internal umpire. She gives a rare ITV interview praising those who knuckle down quietly year on year, widely read as pro-William shade, yet she slips a line others make big leaps overseas which matter too, offering olive leaves towards California tabloids. Spin it whichever way fits their readership wheelhouse, and's pragmatic aura steadies courtiers, reminding them factions ultimately answer to crown, not algorithms. Yet boardroom gossip intensifies. Netflix calls an emergency deck review asking how to reposition upcoming Sussex documentary after Time list absence. Producers float a tagline redefining impact and propose adding on-camera audit segments to show receipts. Meghan reportedly warms to idea but warns authenticity, not accountancy. Streaming strategists counter that transparency could silence critics but risk new metrics for critics to attack. Stalemate for now. Back in Parliament, Commons Culture Select Committee chair wants to invite William to testify about public-private social finance. A daring precedent. Number 10 quietly supports the optics of bipartisan modernisation, but Buckingham red lines remain. Royalty testifies in cloak of philanthropy yet cannot stray into policy. Westminster bubble speculates whether this invitation is stealth test of William's statesmanship before eventual regency requirement. Late night 10. Downing Street receives Treasury modelling claiming every £1 of Wales Foundation community investment generates £8 in local economic lift. Replicate that across 400 UK towns and you talk GDP. Not feel-good ministers grin at prospect of tying monarchy brand to levelling up. Manifesto Harry watchers retort that invisible wound scholarships for wounded veterans. Triple employment rate in US pilot zones. Time apparently weighted domestic UK impact over global diaspora effect. Q new fairness debate. At 3:07 British Summer Time a fresh message pings Kensington War Room. Bloomtech hedge fund now circulating a note suggesting investors buy Royal ESG Index futures anchored on Wales metrics indicator turning royal reputation into quant trade. Catherine jokes it is the first time parenting research might move markets. William half smiles then turns to next deliverable. Sussex camp chooses sunrise for counter-narrative. Social upload. Harry posts a black and white clip thanking Sierra Leonean deminers for clearing 1000th field referencing his mother's 1997 walk. Comment section splits between heart emojis and but Time said, algorithms ensure the list hangs like a watermark behind every Sussex post for at least news cycle week. Royal historians forecast echo decades ahead. Just as Charles's 1970 environmental sermon is now hailed prophetic, they predict William and Catherine's data-driven grant engine will shape philanthropic norms across European courts, while Harry and Meghan may pivot into global south. Diaspora advocacy carving a parallel yet less ceremonially turbocharged lane precedent. Gustav and Sofia of Sweden lean mental health after dropping style privileges. Midweek pulse poll inside Montecito shows staff morale wobbling, yet Meghan rallies team with Zoom pep talk. Quoting Maya Angelou about rising then tasks. Comms lead to source third-party validation from Stanford Social Impact Lab. Independent measures could bolster next year's list bid. Caffeine flows new deck prepared. Headline Art Jewel 2026 Social ROI. Saturday tabloids run exclusive claiming Time editors feared Sussex attention would overshadow other honorees. List committee member rapidly tweets denial but article garners 2 million clicks outranking original feature. Watchers note power of negative space. Being snubbed sometimes amplifies chatter more than quiet inclusion. Media professors nod knowingly. Meanwhile in Balmoral stud Charles circles calendar for October Commonwealth Summit hoping Wales project announcements will soothe Republican grumbles. His private secretary drafts speech promising royal leadership by results not rhetoric. An unmistakable nod to philanthropy. League tables aids debate slipping. Gentle message to California branch each family tree bears many fruitful boughs. Phrase survives first 2 edits. The dominoes keep tilting yet next hook approaches because Time list is merely round 1. Forbes impact 50 releases in 5 months. Whisper says Sussexes might secure sustainability slot if they unveil audited carbon program. Rivalry Chapter 2 set to trigger global headlines before holidays, so stay tuned. Tap that like if royal scorekeeping thrills you. Quietly subscribe for dawn drop briefings and ring the bell because the moment another ranking lands we'll dissect whether crowns glitter brighter in glossy magazine columns or in hard-won social metrics that never lie.